Ooh,
Yeah, we're alive. And
ooh.
they're in the ring talking, bumping their gums.
Lot of gum
Julia,
bumping tonight.
a lot of gum bumping tonight.
Lot of
Well,
bumping
best.
of the gums in NXT tonight. And it's gonna be a lot of bumping of the gums tomorrow because we get in the Vincent Kennedy McMahon documentary kicking off tomorrow.
Yeah, look at Shorty in the ring just chilling. I can't show too much, you know how WWE be with their
We're not gonna get
content.
ahead of
You
ourselves
know,
because we still gotta get through NXT. So
Julia, I guess they got a speaker for her.
you can talk.
And
That
got the Chinese talk. Let's see.
that guy is that
Yeah, Roxanne. Roxanne looking at her like
I'm trying to figure out who that guy is.
some lawyer probably for her or something. I don't know.
Maybe I don't want to say what I'm
She's doing
thinking.
it all in like
I'm watching. Yeah, this is gonna lose some people on her already.
ready. No, you give a whole promo in the last. We're trying to hear what you're saying, and
After a less than stellar match. So yeah, like the Julia rollout,
Roxanne gonna be here next week. Roxanne gonna be here next week.
it should have just been her in the
Yep.
match.
I love it. Roxanne, they just clipped away from Roxanne was rolling her eyes like,
She got
bro,
her
you know
feet
we're on
up.
live TV in the US. I mean, it is a global thing, but you know, like I thought it was gonna be a couple bars, but she doing the whole thing. Like, bro, what are we talking about? And people are clapping. They should boo. Be honest. Orlando crowd. So the Asian dude speaks English, and the
That's
white chick
Funaki.
speaks.
That's not Funaki.
I think it is, but what I'm saying is the Asian dude speaks English.
Now we got captions on the screen.
Yo, they bugging for this though. They bugging for this. They bugging for this. The white chick speaks Asian, and the Asian guy speaks English. We got to get
The white
where.
used to be Asian. She's like Italian and Japanese or something, right?
Yeah, she is mixed, but you know, just off a quick comedy view, you know what I'm saying. You look at that, you like, now what type of stereotype? What type
Yeah,
of
this is
blackface is
giving
this?
very much kung fu flick.
Yeah. But the reality is, she did wrestle over like she's been in there. She does
Yeah,
speak,
but that
but it
don't
just
that don't that don't. It's WWE time now. They didn't do this for Shinsuke. They didn't do this for Asuka. They didn't do this for people who needed it. Andrade could have used something like this. You know what I'm saying? People that they say couldn't speak.
you almost forget they've had several Asian members in the WWE. This is the first time, and then they get the Asian guy to translate it in perfect English. You're basically, I mean, she could still be.
They've already fumbled her.
I agree. They filmed her last week starting, and this week they just
They
kicked it.
fumbled
Like
with
you
her
know
in
when
the
they see,
crowd. They fumbled with her with the Chelsea Green match. They fumbled her last week with the promo. And this doesn't sell anything. And this how you end the show.
ladies and gentlemen,
What's the
this is not a good NXT, and that's cool because they've hit a lot of they've hit a lot of good ones. This one just ain't it.
But they should have just been running Julia promos. First time you see her in the ring is versus Roxanne. First time she talks
Yes,
is after the match.
yes.
Like we don't.
You
This is a bad roll.
you could have had some brawling. You could have had them brawl a little bit, so it's like we don't get to see her move set. We still like, oh, I can't wait, but having her have a whole match with Chelsea Green was
We
not a
got
lot.
this going on. We've had press conferences throughout the night. We had backstage conversations. Been a lot of bumping of the gums tonight on
Yeah,
NXT.
and the fact that it's 10:06, I'm gonna miss USA Network for this because you know
Yeah, you
any
think they're
minute
gonna run
cut off.
over on the CW? This is the last night on USA.
Nah, I don't think they will. They might
There's
here and there,
already got
but
more
not.
gum bumping next week. We had the Grayson Waller effect tonight, press conferences. It's been a lot of this backstage conversation, CM Punk talking to Trick Williams, Javion and Cedric talking. It,
Zachary Wentz and Wesley talking. Obafemi in a press conference. Like,
lot of talking. Let's chat more rap.
now she's English. Hey, y'all. She done took her subtitles off and she done spoke English. When I beat you.
Still taking questions from the audience. This is weird.
This is weird. Championship match. Oh, let me turn it down because you know how WWE
Yeah, you gonna get us flag, gonna mute us.
Yeah, let me turn this down. Yeah, I ain't really rocking with this one, bro. And this is not building any suspense for me. This is like, this is a dud.
This doesn't make me want to watch the match. Oh
no. Nah, bro, this ain't it, bro. Whoever wrote that promo for her, it's whatever, but like saying this bitch a gum in her face.
She look goofy. She don't look like she belongs. She look out of place. Uh-oh.
Who's coming out?
Somebody about to save the day.
Ooh.
Stephanie saved the day.
Ooh.
That shit was weak.
You did a lot in the last 12 seconds. The problem is, you could have did that at 9:59 and we could have been out of here.
The problem is, Julia shouldn't come in needing a cosign from Stephanie because she's Julia. They just rolled it out bad.
I think
that could have stood on its own without Stephanie, but
I think you just killed Julia. You just you officially just stick the fork in her.
It's Randy returning and then CM Punk returning. Like you step on your rollout.
And not just that, Julia was a big deal. So you took a bigger deal instead of sending. Okay, we can take Stephanie and go straight to the main roster, and then we can build up to a match down the road with Julia and Stephanie on our show. Make the money.
Man, I'm ready to see the Motor City Machine Guns. That's what I'm ready to see in NXT.
What? Why would you? Julia wrestled one match. You built her up. You did some little promo for her, and now you already debuting a new superstar who hasn't made her in-ring debut on public television at all.
Well, what it does is it has people looking past Julia already.
Yeah, I'm like Roxanne versus Stephanie. Like I don't want to see Julia versus Stephanie.
I want to be your
because you ain't proven here.
Hey, they can't all be home runs. As much as we love NXT, there's a lot of bumping of the gums tonight, and we're gonna get into it.
I don't even know why Stephanie, either one of them females, even needed to go to NXT, to be honest. But if that's gonna be WWE's thing, where new recruits gotta, regardless of where you come,
because the WWE fan base don't know these people.
Yeah, but they took
Chelsea Green is more known when she made her debut, and then did the Royal Rumble and all that stuff. Is more known than these people outside of the WWE bubble. You gotta think the majority of WWE fans only live in the WWE bubble. They don't know who Stephanie and Julia are, so you got to bring them to NXT to build up something, to have them a tie to the brand, because they don't know who these people are. And I think Rey Fenix and Pentagon, who I heard was going to the main roster, they're only going there because they can get into some instant good matches with LWO, Ray and them. And what they do in the ring is not going to matter because they're luchadors. They're not going to talk really. It's all in ring work. So, But yeah, with these two high-profile women coming in, they could have been rolled out better, or just package them to that. Give us packages. They gave us the Wyatt Six for half a fucking year. Like, give us packages and then the big match. But
the big match, that's the key. The big match. Chelsea Green coming down to get beat, and then it doesn't look convincing. Is not good.
Yeah, but see, Chelsea was people. I think more people knew Chelsea. Even Jordan Grace, people know these names here in America. Outside of America and the WWE bubble, wrestling fans are either like one or two things. They are WWE and that's it, or everything else. It's not no real in between there. So,
well, and I'll be honest, it's hard to do that because again, the average person can't tell you when or where to watch New Japan Wrestling. They can't. They don't know. They don't know where to watch Ring of Honor. They don't know. Wrestling, WWE.
Speaking of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, I hope y'all living a great life with all the money you want, because this don't look good for y'all. The NXT does not look good. The Good Brothers should be running through NXT. The Good Brothers should be in NXT what the APA was during the Attitude Era. They should just be there, wrecking house. Like, we're not even wrestling. We just here causing mayhem and tearing shit up. But they took an L tonight, and it's just, because I said Carl Anderson was the man. Machine Gun Carl Anderson overseas. But again, the overseas thing don't matter. That was my case with Asuka, Shinsuke, even Finn Balor. Like, these were the most popular wrestlers in the world. But AJ, that's why AJ Styles wins. I think AJ Styles is the Snoop Dogg of wrestling. He may not be the most popular, but he's definitely the most known wrestler because he won gold in pretty much all the major organizations in America and around the world. So his name is a household name. So, but again, if you don't know, you don't know. And it's not your fault that you don't know. That's where the company has to say, hey, this is who this is. This is why this is a big deal. So.
Yeah, they just use them to groom other teams, Mac. But that to me is aggravating because like I feel like the WWE grooming age. This is the pause because that was about to sound real crazy. But the age they use superstars to develop talent gets younger and younger. Like if you watch Golden Era Wrestling, them motherfuckers was in their 40s still winning world titles. Still, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like early 30s. By the time you get to your mid 30s, you'll be lucky.
If it's a repeated thing, then I can say, yeah, they're helping groom. You know, if they had like 3, 4, 5 matches, the Good Brothers are losing to different teams.
Yeah, it's not even. It's like you could be grooming them as far as their skill work, right? Like, hey, you know what I mean.
As one match doesn't groom a team. Like they're just there.
Well, no, but they do a series of matches. You just have them work with different teams. You have them work with different teams. They pick up experience.
Unless they're down there training with these guys behind the scenes and off camera, then I understand that. But putting them on TV just to lose, I don't get.
But remember, for them, it's not. That's not it. Like for us, it is because we are the viewer. But for the wrestler, a lot of times, you got to match Randy Orton. You're going to learn a lot. Now we don't learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? We
watch the match. One match, you don't learn a lot in one match.
That's from a perspective of us. But you hear wrestlers talk about it. They say differently. They be like, "Yo, you get a match with him, you're gonna learn." Like that, they immediately say that. They say that about a lot of guys, you know. So, and they consider it to be, you know, like certain wrestlers you get in the ring with, you get that match, you're like, "Yo, they must got a lot of stuff." So for us, it doesn't feel that way. It's just like getting on the court or boxing. Boxing's the same way. Boxing, you get a fight with someone, you will learn a lot. You take a lot from them 36 minutes, if you even make it 36 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's little things like timing and, hey, this is how you work a match, or, you know, this whatever goes into that. Certain people, the thing is optically, the optics, it don't do us good as the fans paying money. We want to see our characters, like, you know what I'm saying? We want to see the Good Brothers do good. Like they ain't old enough to start losing every week. But y'all got them getting beat every time. Like every time they get on the card, you be like, oh, well, you know what's gonna happen now? They just gonna get beat up.
Yeah, they getting paid. That's what they doing.
They are getting paid. Now maybe something behind the scenes. Maybe they're like, no.
Again, I said they're training and they're helping behind the scenes, and then we see in the product of the training in the ring, then I take back everything. But if they just one and done, You're not. That does
And
nothing.
and that's another thing too, Archie. They're the NXT
That's
World
like going to a
schedule.
restaurant one time and eating one thing. It's like it's a whole menu. You got to go back to try this and try that and try this. One time, I mean,
One time, yeah, it's not gonna be a big. I mean, but again, it's the experience. These guys is, before the match they go through, after the match they give them point. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing about you do something one time. I don't know. I'm trying to think of certain. There's certain professions you only get one time with a certain person, but they be like Canelo talk about Floyd. He only fought him once, but he's like, yo, I learned a lot. Learned about timing, defensive movement. Keep that, like, you know what I'm saying? He learned that from one fight. And wrestlers, you got to learn on the fly. You may not ever, how they bury a motherfucker fast. They be like, hey, bro, you don't. He doesn't learn. He don't pick up quick. She don't pick up quick. Bottom of the barrel, bro. Bottom of the barrel. I remember Hulk Hogan. Undertaker had an interview talking about he was gonna give Hulk Hogan a tombstone, and he said he gave Hogan the tombstone. He's like, this is the biggest guy in the company. Popularity wise. Pause. And then he was like, he gave him the tombstone, and Hogan was like, call my wife, brother. You messed up. So Taker was shook. He thought he was fucked. You know what I'm saying? But he watched the tape back and was like, this lying motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Lying. So sometimes you get that one shot, you get buried. If you do good, you get pushed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know this though. They are down there, maybe behind the scenes because they have a lighter schedule. They're like, hey man, Wednesday we're gonna get back with you. We work. That's what I am hoping because NXT talent is very good, way better than it used to be when they used to have what was it like Florida, Orlando, OVW or something, OVW. And even though they got Bautista, Brock, and John Cena at one of those classes, overall NXT has produced a better, consistent product. So, yay, but also at the same time, nay, because I don't want to see them motherfuckers lose no more. No more. Give them the titles. Give them some titles. Let them fuck with Axiom and Frazier. That's what.
that's another thing. They still in a title picture, so
It's sad because it also feels like they're sending the events down to NXT to either rebuild the character. Yeah, it's kind of like watching NBA players when they start getting traded a lot. It's that time. You know what I mean? Like numbers
hey,
ain't
I ain't
doing what
mad
they
at nobody
been.
getting no money. Hey, it's just at a certain point, that's what it's about because it's not about the legacy. Legacy, the same thing with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio been taking L's for months. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was a night of promos, man. Kalani Jordan had a match. I'm proud of that match. It was cool with Ren Sinclair. Um, I have a question about her reign and Oba's reign. Oba had someone to compare it to, Wesley. He was the longest reigning champ. There was NXT North American history. Being that Kalani is the first winner, are we happy with the run that she's done? Do we think like, yo, it's time for her to drop the title?
it's been good.
You feel good?
It's been good. She's put on. She's had a lot of matches, and they've been good matches. You can't
Okay.
argue with somebody who's actively defending the title. Like she defends it. She's getting better with the promo work. I see the changes in her appearance. Like she's getting better in front of the camera. Like look wise, mic wise. Like
Right.
that's grooming. She's learning, and we're seeing the adjustments. We're seeing the changes. But yeah, I think she's
Okay.
been a good champ so far.
Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like we always talk about Oba. Well, not we, but like the wrestling community. You know what I mean? And we almost like forget to talk about the counterpart, the women's, and she's been. I think they won their title on the same pay per view or PLE or whatever. You know what I mean? But like
I don't remember.
it was give or take, close or not. When they did the first,
I
but
think
either way.
Oba has had that title for a while though. So
Oh no, you're right. You're right. You're right. He's
he's
definitely
had
had it
his
long. He's
longer
definitely
than she had because he had his when Wesley went out.
yeah. You're right. Facts. Facts. Big facts. 100%. I got lost. Yeah, Kalani, you know what I'm saying? Vinny, yeah. Archie shares the same sentiment. I agree with Archie too. Like, I just wanted to ask because I'm like, I
Oh
don't
nah,
feel like
she's good money. She's good.
now. How do you see her adaptation to the main roster? Is there either show that you would prefer her to be on?
I don't know. That main roster thing is tricky. It's tricky.
Okay.
It's only tricky because one, we're talking about her because she has a secondary title. She goes to the main roster, she won't have a secondary title. So who knows where she lands or what mix she lands in. That's the only problem.
Damn, brother. That's a good point.
So
I ain't even think about that. It
unless
is
she
a
taking that
secondary.
North American title up to the main roster, we probably won't see Kalani Jordan in any title pictures, to be honest.
I also do feel
Unless
like
she goes ultra baby face, damn near Bailey Hugger baby face, to where she's appealing to the little kids and they love her. I don't see it because Bailey didn't go back to that. So because she has that personality, she has that look where she can pull that off.
yeah, she definitely has a young, like, she gets over with the fans, the kids. Sorry, she's hella athletic too. So I just wanted to ask that question, kind of see where what the pulse was on Kalani. She was like one of my jewels, and then I kind of
No, we
was
like
like, all
Kalani.
right,
We like Kalani.
I
She
do,
good.
yeah. So that was cool. Then we get some Axiom Frazier action with well, they went on the show, right?
A-Town Down
Um,
Under. Very main roster heavy, bro. We saw CM Punk tonight. We saw A-Town Down Under. We saw The Miz. It was very main roster heavy.
and that
Maybe they're just
that
trying to
makes me
really
wonder.
pop that debut next week.
Yeah, but this will be that'll be 3 straight weeks CM Punk's been on NXT. And that's you call this.
And
Listen,
Randy Orton's going to be on there. Bro, Randy
Roman
Orton
Reigns would
NXT
never.
ring is going to go crazy. You
Oh
know why?
yeah.
Because it's
Oh yeah.
Randy Orton, and it doesn't, to me, that doesn't affect Randy. It's like, it's St. Louis, so it makes sense. It's
Randy can do
Randy.
no wrong, bro.
Randy can't do no wrong, bro. Randy, whatever happens to Randy, wins, losses, people. That was my thing about Braun Strowman. I mean, Brian Breaker losing that title to and new Intercontinental Champ Jey Uso.
Hello.
Some
Are we still on
people
like that?
fall into that space where we like them no matter what. And Randy is solidified. Randy is top 50 of all time.
You can shrink that number down, brother. I'm
You
with
think
you. You can.
so?
Yeah.
But that's a lie. I was gonna say 25, but
I honestly say
30
I
just
thought we
sounded
had this
weird.
conversation.
30 sounded weird, so I just went with 50. But Randy is in the conversation of top 25 of all time. And he just can't do no wrong. Punk in NXT is a little weird because it doesn't make sense to me. Yes, a lot of the women stars are CM Punk babies. They admire him. They like him. They grew up with him. But they got them bashing him down there. So it's like, it's just weird.
Actually, that's the WWE's way of rubbing it in the dirt a little bit. Not the way that Vince McMahon used to do it. Like when Vince McMahon used to get NWA stars, he would drag their ass through. Perfect example. He
I don't
still
want to hear
dragged
about
NWA.
Vince rubbing nothing, especially after tomorrow. That's how.
Nah. But Vince had a way of fucking stars over. You know what I'm saying? And specifically NWA style. Like when he acquired a star, there's very few that what I'm saying he really put in for.
It was
What I mean
stars
is
in WWE that never really got over because of that, and you have a whole show about it called Near Fall. So
yes, and I'll just bring up like a couple. You know what I'm saying? Roddy Piper, fucking Ricky Steamboat. Like you be like, they got over. They had great careers. Where are their world titles? Because they were world champions in other companies.
Ted DiBiase,
Ted DiBiase. So when you look at Mr. Perfect, like there was other people, other companies they went to. And when they come to WWE, they
JYD,
fuck them
Dusty
over.
Rhodes, like we can go down the list.
And when they get their Hall of Fame, guess what they don't say? They were a world champion. And that's what pisses me off. And you know how I feel because they give one guy 16 title runs, but most of them are in the National Wrestling Alliance. So if we're gonna not give everyone else their credits for winning world
Ric Flair must
championships.
have cut you off in traffic or something one day because you hate Ric Flair,
I'm
man.
not even mad at Ric Flair. It's everyone that does it for him, so he gets to play on it because he's like, well, I can't stop this train.
I just remember as a kid the big names, and then find out
They've
later
never
in
seen
life.
Jerry King Lawler as a world champion.
Then I
And he's
find
a
out later in life the big
33-time world champion.
names. The big names weren't really big within the company as far as title range. Like as a kid, like those names we mentioned were big deals. So
they're big deals. They come to WWE, no world championships, and people will use an excuse. Well, you look at Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler fought in the territories. A territorial championship is no different than a guy winning a national wrestling alliance championship, and then you call it a world champion. No, that's a national championship, brother.
You
Because
sound like
the
Noah
company,
Lyles. You sound like Noah Lyles. The champion of what? The United States?
that's what we go back to. Even Sid, I heard him say the other day, Sid is a 2-time WWE world champ. Man, y'all, he's a 4-time champion. He won 2 world championships in WCW, and y'all just gonna act like they didn't happen because you purchased. Man,
Hey,
fuck y'all.
You can write the history how you want to when you got the pen, brother.
And you're 100%. What did they say? The victor writes the history. That's why they burnt down Timbuktu, and we ain't gonna get
The
into
survivors write the history, whether you win or lost. If you survived it, if you outlived everybody, you can tell the story how you want to tell it.
The winners.
So,
because there's a whole lot of history that's been removed from them colleges and universities in Timbuktu. If we do that research from them, I ain't gonna get into it because we're not gonna beat out this thing. I'm not gonna go into it, but I do get aggravated by that. Why do I bring that up to all to go back to CM Punk? This is, I think, their way a little bit of like sticking it to him because you did go to another company and for years you just trashed WWE, and I don't think they forgot about that shit. They just also like, well, he is a merch seller. He does move the needle.
bro, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes are in the same boat.
You think so? I want to hear this.
It's their returns have done nothing for them, and like talking about legacy wise, it's done nothing.
I disagree.
It's done nothing.
I 100% disagree. I agree with you on CM Punk's part.
Because the only thing I'll talk about Cody is he's finished his story. And what?
No, bro, he beat Roman Reigns. It's always he okay. Yes, he did finish his story being part of that. But when you look back at it,
who was the dude that beat Floyd Mayweather in the Olympics? You don't remember.
Touche.
All right. Back to NXT.
But yeah, CM Punk, you're right. This is next week will be his 3rd consecutive week down there. But also, CM Punk does move the needle. Not like Roman Reigns. He is definitely in their top 5. Like views and merch sales and all that shit. Not talking about his in-ring abilities or nothing. So I get why he's down there.
You know what? I like bad movies, bro. We've talked about this before. Sharknado. I watched all the Sharknadoes. I love Sharknado. They've made money on Sharknado. They made like 5 Sharknadoes. That don't mean it's good. Remember Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
Trash TV, bro. Trash TV. Trashy. Messy. Disgusting. But it moved the needle. Does that mean it was good? No. No hate, no shade to Punk. It's just people like him for everything but wrestling.
You must start
and it's okay.
to So you're correct, right? Because we've said this and we've had this conversation. But his matches lately, well, he's only had like 2.
Drew McIntyre's
they were
matches.
both good.
Drew McIntyre's matches have been good.
Okay. I see what you did there.
He has a good.
I ain't mad at that.
Because Drew, yes. And they've been specialty matches. It's a Bull Rope match, which is a specialty match. It was Seth Rollins was the special guest referee because they needed another thing to heat it up. So it just so happened he's working with somebody who's working Drew McIntyre doing the best work of his career. Just so having Punk is a part of that. Drew McIntyre would be doing that either way, I believe.
Nope. I think this is the gods saying, "Hold up, WWE, you got this shit wrong." Because remember, this all happened off an accident.
Right, but
they would have had Drew McIntyre looking like Sheamus right now.
Bro, Drew's gonna look like Drew. Drew's gonna talk like Drew.
Oh, in that regard, yes. But Drew, I mean, but who's this? Who knows what they would have done with Drew? Because he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? If he wouldn't have did this promos on Punk and got into it and created something where the fans said, "Hey, Shinsuke Nakamura is a better wrestler than Drew McIntyre. Skill set wise, he is better. I'm not gonna say light years and shit, but he is better. That motherfucker ain't been on TV in months, and they told we don't know what to do with him. AJ Styles, we don't know what to do with him. So I don't trust the WWE, bro.
They're collecting checks.
They'd have had Drew McIntyre. Right, Drew McIntyre could have did this work with anybody, but if they don't give him somebody, then it's like, motherfucker, what are they doing with Sheamus? Sheamus, former world champion, he gives great matches back to back. Everything physical, blood, everything, and he's out here. I mean, the Pete Dunne matches are good, but they're low on the totem pole. They're not promoting him within the company to get back.
And that's only because your champion does that same style of match. You gotta think about it. Gunther wrestles that style. Without Gunther, it was only Sheamus doing that.
He in the chat. They funny as fuck.
But yeah, Punk.
You want to go back to that Cody conversation? They ain't like that Cody comment you made, bro.
It's true.
I'm a disagree. Also,
y'all can drink that Cody Kool-Aid all you want. I hope it tastes good, but. No. And again, it's not Cody. It's the position he's in. Cody Rhodes can wrestle. I don't think he's as big of a star as people make him out to be. Because if he was, he would have made the transition outside of wrestling that he tried to make. This man went to acting school.
He just had a podcast.
Ooh.
And he's an active wrestler.
Everybody got a podcast. Cody tried to do something.
Not many people got one to do full schedules.
Don't you got a full schedule?
Who?
You.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not, I ain't fucking with no mat work unless AJ Francis. No, I ain't fucking with AJ Francis in the mat work because I seen this motherfucker.
What I'm saying is Cody tried things, same thing CM Punk did. CM Punk went to the UFC and got slept.
That was.
Have you are the Marvel movie man. Have you read any of CM Punk's comics or seen any of his movies?
Absolutely not.
Didn't work. He came back home.
I go with you on that.
Cody set himself on fire in AEW, and the people booed him.
Cody just hold on, time out. I'm gonna disagree with you. With fact, Cody just got chosen to the Kids' Choice Awards on some shit. Remember how I said kids love Cody, bro? They sing that song, they're buying that merch, which means parents got to spend the money.
Cody we gotta stop giving people credit for pandering.
It doesn't matter. That's his character. He comes out in a suit like he's a fucking politician. And you gonna say pandering? Pandering and politician going together, bro. Look at the candidates. Like, I don't want to get political, but and then Cody is that.
We can't say somebody's popular
picking up
babies
you don't know. Picking them up and bringing them over the railing just so he can go, oh, and then he picks them up and puts a little ashy ass.
You know what this
black
is?
Kids, white kids, Mexican kids,
what Adam
Asian
Cole,
kids.
What did Adam Cole tell Karrion Kross? They gave you the cool song. They gave you the cool entrance. They gave you the girl. They gave you all this stuff to make you feel special. You know what they do to make me feel special? They ring the bell.
That's a fire promo, though.
Karrion Kross never recovered from
that. Indie run, made a name, became credible, helped make a notable competitor for an already established franchise, giving wrestlers who hasn't been seen well on WWE better money opportunity. I am going to agree with that statement from Mac Motive.
I don't know what the statement is. Can't see it.
I'm not even agreeing with all of what he said, but there's a lot of
Read it again. Read it again.
Cody did his indie run, made a name.
Good. Look. Great indie run. Loved it. Loved the indie run.
He became credible, which I'm just gonna put an asterisk because you got to define that.
No, he did. He Cody Rhodes rose his stock when he left WWE, no doubt.
Okay.
Let's break this down piece by piece since we're doing this.
Ooh, here we go. Help make a notable new competitor for an already established franchise. I do need clarity on that one. Is he who's he talking about? Roman?
AEW.
Oh, we still on AEW? Oh, all right. Well, I mean, okay. Giving wrestlers who haven't been seen well on WWE better money opportunities.
That I can't speak to the financial side of that. I don't know. I can't
speak to because the only one would be Carmelo Hayes. He battled AJ. AJ was established. He battled Logan Paul. Logan Paul gets bread from WWE.
But I don't know how like that was gonna happen anyway. Nobody got a new contract because of Cody Rhodes. Unless he's speaking on AEW money, but that just became a thing with Swerve Strickland.
I think he is speaking on WWE because he says who hasn't been seen well on WWE. Only one I can think of on the top of my head is Carmelo. Maybe Solo, but Solo, once Roman left and he took over the bloodline,
he was already good.
He was made, yeah. It's
Seth
done.
Rollins was Seth Rollins. AJ Styles
when I mean
was AJ
money,
Styles.
Opportunity, talking about he is talking about AEW. So okay, but that's why Roman said this is my ring.
I can't speak on anything financial without seeing it. I know what my eyes tell me. And there's a lot of people in AEW who don't look better in AEW.
I gotta hold you, bro. Cody is the second or third top paid superstar.
And they turned on him in AEW. How they threw the Cena shirt back in the ring that time. They was throwing Cody's weight belts back in that ring. He set himself on fire wrestling Darby Allin to try to get over, and it didn't work. He took his ball, and what did he do? He came back home. Is there any more left to that statement?
I'll say this.
No, the comment. Any more part of that comment?
Oh no, that was it. That was it. That was it in its entirety.
I'm not. The Cody Rhodes thing to me is just it's not doing what they thought it would do. You can sell all the merch. This is what me and you always disagree. I don't believe in the numbers because the numbers can be skewed. It can all be a lie. We know this. I don't know. I just know what I see. I see a cool entrance, a cool song, cool wrestler who's having a mid-title run. You giving away title opportunities. You begged Kevin Owens, take this match, Kevin. Kevin said, I didn't want it. That could be a story, but that shouldn't be a story for your champion. You have him in the next thing with the man he beat because Roman is hot. He needed something. That Roman Reigns step up was such a big step up. Anybody would be in a weird position right now. I just think it's always been like a disconnect with me with Cody.
Or without Paul Heyman. I don't think Roman has any 5-star matches without Paul Heyman.
Told y'all, I like the man. I just don't like what he's doing right now. That's all.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I do believe in numbers because everything has to be based. You can fine tooth numbers till you find what you want, and then you got to decide is the juice worth the squeeze.
Numbers can always be half full, half empty. How you view it. That's it.
Yeah, but your eyes can deceive you very easily. Like you say, it's a cool song, it's a cool this, cool that. That's your eyes. What you don't see is look at these kids falling out, and then their parents paying for tickets to keep them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like movies. Why are most top gate movies like top all time like spending money movies? Why are they all like under? They're not R rated. You know why? Because if it's a PG movie, that kid needs someone to take them. That's 2 tickets sold. So I'm really selling 2 for 1. The parent don't even want to go, but guess what? Kid wants to see it, and that's the Cody effect. Kid wants to see Cody. Cody pick up. He ain't brought a teenager in the ring and celebrated. He took the special needs child. He took regular children. He took a black kid. He took a white kid. Took a Hispanic kid. Bring them in the ring. They love that shit.
Pandering to the audience.
That doesn't matter. The WWE is into selling, bro. It's a sell business, which is why Cody's still champion because they'll take it off him. They took the belt off Undertaker. They say, "Hey, dropping the belt tonight."
Cody's champion because they don't have nobody to give the belt to next.
They can make it. Nah,
and it would look like a bad investment how he came in if they took the title off him soon. It would just look crazy.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but
sometimes you gotta just eat it. Sometimes you gotta take. Sometimes you gotta take it, and I think they're taking it right now. I don't think it was as big of a deal as they thought it would be. I think he came in too hot. Sometimes you can come in at your peak, and where do you go after that? He was booked into a tough spot for anybody because he was booked into the story. It's like the story is going to define this whole return and comeback.
They in the chat cooking. They talking about even the WWE to capitalize on the lupus of Roman to pander. I think it was not lupus; it was leukemia. To pander, making him to be a baby face, even though he had the heel characteristics. They damn sure did. Because nobody booed Roman once he came out with the whole speech about the leukemia. Like it was like pin drop silent. It was then that no one needed to know. No one needed to know. So I don't even know if it's kayfabe or not. I would think at this point it's not because he's talked about it numerous times. But I don't, but I'll say this. Cody sells to kids. One common thing I see when I go in these little chats and I see the comments and I read them, people who are like 30 plus.
Why are we talking about Roman? We're talking about Cody. Let's stick on
the topic. We can't. He brought up the fact because you said Cody panders, who he counter argued you.
Cody panders because he's trying to be a babyface. Roman was a heel.
Yeah, but the WWE put him. He was a heel getting babyface love. Only person who do shit like that was Stone Cold. Stone Cold, you couldn't. There's nothing you could do until you made him align with Vince McMahon. You couldn't fucking stop that fire. That shit was Stone Cold buzz was crazy. He could do no wrong, like Roman. Roman could do no wrong.
Now,
Roman could do no wrong, bro.
Now, it was ugly for Roman for a while though.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was ugly for Roman. Roman.
I never thought Roman would ever get over.
That's the thing. Cody came in so hot on a high, bro. That's the thing, and it's nowhere to go. When you come in up here, it's only so far more you can go.
He beat Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell. Like, let's go back through history with Cody. You're right. He did. He came in hot. When he beat Brock Lesnar, I was pissed. I didn't like that shit. Yeah. But I'll say this. WWE does. You got to keep Cody where he's at for a little while longer because you're selling. And Cody, you're not turning him heel. Cody heel turn is going to be crazy, but I don't know, man. I don't trust him. They never turned John Cena heel.
Cody's not going to turn heel. I don't see Cody Rhodes being in WWE in the next 3 years.
Wow.
I don't see it.
For real.
Damn.
Bro,
once things start not going his way again, he's going to take his ball and go somewhere else.
You think they'll make him go back to Stardust?
Nah, they ain't going to do that now.
Nah, I'm with you. I just fucking around, but
and see, that's the thing. Another thing with the pandering, you don't want to be Stardust, but you do the Stardust mannerisms from time to time.
Yeah, he did with AJ
Styles. You didn't want to be tied to Dusty, but you bring up Dusty sometimes. That happened tonight with the Oro Mensah Lexis King thing. We've never heard them reference Brian Pillman. He changed his name because he didn't want to be Brian Pillman's son, like known as just that. Then they reference Brian Pillman tonight, then he lose.
He was the one that did it too. He literally did. My father was this, that. Yeah, he did it.
Like that was weird. But again, I don't hate Cody. I just don't think it's the best thing going as people think it is. Like I say, him and Punk for me. I think people like them for everything but wrestling, but that's the entertainment part of it. And if you were entertained by it and you like it, hey, like it.
One thing about WWE though, and this is what separates them from like New Japan and everything. WWE, if you can't cut a promo, you're fucked. I read a story the other day. Chris Benoit, before he went to WWE.
Wait. You gotta mute your mic. Can't say that name. I saw a compilation of him the other day, like taking chair shots and head shots, and that headbutt.
Bro.
He gave he
brutal, bro.
Yeah, it's
brutal.
Yeah,
you watch him. Yeah, you see him take some shots, but not to get off on a tangent with him, but Pat Patterson was the guy who canceled him. Before he went to WCW, he tried out for WWE, WWF at the time. And you know why they cut him? They were like, that guy can fucking wrestle. You know what they said they cut him? Can't do a promo worth of shit.
I know why they
literally
really cut him.
The man.
If Pat Patterson cut him, we know why.
Hey, you might be 100% right on that. I don't know. All I know is this. When I heard that, I
Some
said,
people don't
yeah,
have
WWE.
to talk. That was the case we talk about with Julian. Some people ain't got to talk. Ring the bell.
Yeah.
But guess what they did?
But not WWE.
Guess what they did?
Sells storylines.
Guess what they did? He was the champion.
Oh yeah.
In both
Shout
companies.
out to you, Mike. We see you. Vince McMahon did try to pay to get that. Now you seen that?
What?
Vince McMahon tried to pay Netflix like, hey.
I told you
Netflix
that.
is like, Netflix a multi-billion-dollar company. Like,
it's
money
weird
is no
though, because it's like they're doing this documentary, but Raw is his creation is gonna be on your network. This is so weird. This is
no, it ain't weird. You know why? Yo, remember we talked about this publicity and the types of publicity. It's all good. In this case, for Netflix, it is.
It's weird.
If you don't know about wrestling, but you heard about the Vince McMahon shit, you're tapped in.
The only thing I can see, the only thing that reason I say they probably doing this documentary, because in order to see it, you have to have Netflix.
And guess what's coming in a couple months?
Raw. So yeah, I could see
that's why I say it makes sense, because Netflix ain't dumb. They're like, shit, we can get some hype off this, and then you're like, and Raw wrestling is coming without Vince McMahon. People are like, well, let me see. I used to be a fan.
That's like when Starbucks bought Teavana. They just put them out of business.
That's crazy.
They didn't start selling the products. Maybe now, I don't know. But at that time, they bought them to shut them down. But it's like in this case, they bought them to sell the product in stores. We're gonna see. And guess what? I bet you Pat Patterson's name is in this documentary.
Jerry Briscoe probably too.
Oh,
not Paulionitis. What's his name? Laurinaitis. I can't think of his first name.
John.
Yeah, John Laurinaitis. Those names probably gonna come up, but
Conrad.
We'll see.
But that whole crew, this whole little Wu-Tang clan is about to be. All of them gonna be named.
Curtains. And again, I'll go over this. You can look this up and go, damn. You're gonna be like, damn, KHP knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about. Trust me, I have plenty of experience in this arena. Preponderance of evidence, people. That's a civil case. You don't gotta prove that you did it. You just have to prove there's a 51% chance that it happened. 51%, meaning more likely than not. When these type of videos come out about you, this is why Diddy pays for the fucking video of the fucking not the elevator, the hotel should not come out. You know what I mean? Because that shit is bad. Then people start saying, well, he did this to me, that to me. And remember when Ray Rice's shit came out? Motherfuckers, NFL resuspended the motherfucker. You already suspended him. You already punished the man. Why are you re-punishing him? Because we seen the video and it's bad. But he told you what he did. He told you he knocked the motherfucker out. Yeah, but we didn't know. No, you did know. So video sometimes can make things bad. And Vince saw a clip and he tried to pay to get it back. Oh, this shit probably juicy than a motherfucker.
Nah, he's in it.
He's in it.
He's in the documentary.
He co-signing the co-signs that he ain't never want nobody to sign. Who knows how they may have warped the film?
You know what it is? It's Rick James saying, I never did that to Charlie Murphy Couch. Then next sentence out his mouth is, yeah, I remember doing that to Charlie Murphy Couch. It's like that's exactly what it is. As I'm saying, I've never done drugs, but they say, oh yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Like, yes, a lot of this might be manipulated, but truth is truth. It's gonna be a lot of statements we see. Vince's statement ain't gonna be the only one.
A cosign. They didn't want nobody to sign bars. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. You co-signed yourself on some shit that you never wanted anyone else to co-sign. Because you told them a whole story in 8 minutes. They cut it down to 4 and then manipulated those 4. And guess what? They got you saying the shit you said you was never gonna say. Oh, you fucked. And
That's
again,
nasty.
preponderance of it. Look it up. You think I'm lying?
Nasty
My previous
words.
career, and I've been on covers of papers for about preponderance of it. You're done, son.
Nasty
When it comes
words.
to them civil suits, you damn near ever see someone lose. They either settle for a high amount or they just lose the whole case.
Well, that's what civil suits are. Most time it's a money grab. But once the feds and that thing goes up to higher courts, none of that matters because they don't care about money.
No, here's the funny part. You see the shit. Not to bring up Diddy. A new person just came up with a civil suit today.
Oh, it's gonna be a bunch of those.
Video.
That's why I told
because
you
now.
Last recap. This is why Vince had to be removed from everything because they're about to be paying some money to some people.
That's why Vince had to turn over all his shares of the company. I feel you on that, and I think you may be right. Because again, if these things happen in WWE headquarters, WWE like events, this shit gonna get
That's
bad,
when it becomes
bro.
a criminal enterprise. That's why they call Bad Boy a criminal enterprise because you were doing things in company areas.
It's like you use the company to funnel these situations.
But that's
racketeering, not good,
that's
bro.
embezzlement. That's a lot of charges. So, yeah.
Yo, you know how they used to do.
This is, bro. I don't know why election years are always entertaining years. It's always some extra bullshit in the election years.
I hate it. I actually hate it. The only thing I like is during election years, the stocks, crypto. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But if you don't know, hit me up. We can talk stock.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's weird. Yeah, what else? Yeah, we're not all over the place, but you know,
we're all over. It's within the realm of wrestling.
No, we're not all over.
We went to Vince. We went to Vince. This shit about to be juicy than a motherfucker, bro. Tomorrow night.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about it too.
It's gonna be nuts. Pause. But
that's how he got. That's how he got in trouble because it was nuts.
I gotta say this. I don't know if I'm gonna be available later this week. We got that hurricane coming. You're talking about it's gonna come up here as a category 3.
I just went through that myself. So
yeah, even my previous, we got it because I'm no longer married. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to debate who's taking who, yada yada yada. As far as you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to put my own business out, but there's a chance you might not see me this week, and if you don't, it's because we had to probably get on the move, or my internet's down and we didn't move because we waited this thing out. But and you've seen how it is. Like that should knock your whole internet. That should knock your whole internet loose, for real, for real.
Yeah, I just went through that with Francine. So,
but you know what we do? We be barbecuing because in Florida we be having hurricane parties. Because you knock my power out and it's out for so long, my deep freezer, all that meat got to get cooked. That's why I be buying all that charcoal.
I remember my first time getting snowed
no
in
fucking
North Carolina.
sides. Don't you ask me for no macaroni because we ain't got no electricity.
We
I just
pulled
got
the
these
grill
charcoals
out and we grilled in the
meat.
garage for a week. We were snowed in North Carolina.
Yeah, I popped that garage door open. Hell yeah.
Nice little break. All this shit. It's a nice little break from the grid sometimes.
Don't you touch that fucking cereal. Eat this goddamn meat.
That's how Vince got in trouble. Man did it.
Yeah. So we'll see how that shit shapes out. But definitely praying for the best. Her category 3. Normally we do sit through these. This is my first one not in a governmental.
Well, you by the water, dog. You might have to make some moves.
But it's coming from the Gulf Coast, so I'm on the other side.
From the other side, so you might be okay.
Yeah.
You won't have won't have the storm swells and all that stuff going on.
Correct. However, at 115 knot when mile per hour winds, when it passes us, we'll probably catch about 85 mile per hour, 85, 95 mile per hour. It's gonna knock a shutter loose. It's gonna knock some shit loose.
I think with the way it's coming toward you, you'll be okay because you won't have that. If you was gonna be part of that swell and that water rising, yeah, time to go.
But that's why I hate the ones like how Florida hangs out like this. They come off the coast of Africa because that's when they go like this. That's where we be getting beat to sleep. This one, how Florida's like this. This one's coming from down here.
Yeah, then once it hit lands, it normally weekends, but
yeah, weekends out. Yeah, but we're still so like because you gotta think how wide that shit is. So obviously, the closer you get towards the eye, is more dangerous. The eye is beautiful. If you've ever passed the eye of a hurricane, you can literally look up and just chill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We did that through Matthew, which was our category 3, and all this other shit, Irma and all that shit. But then once it comes back out, you're getting fucked. You're getting beat to sleep. Anyway, damn, what I said, y'all. HP definitely has some 69 God. Yeah, absolutely. No Diddy. You can ask all the. We don't do no extra. I ain't got no baby oil like that. You know, we don't do all that shit. I've even been catfished, and y'all were present. If you go back, I ain't gonna tell you the episode, but I'll say this: if you go back and watch it, matter of fact, we're gonna do a giveaway. I got a T-shirt to give away.
I'm signing bottles of Astroglide.
I hope she ain't watching this shit because that's fucked up. But if you can find the episode that I pushed on, you'll know it. You'll know it because it's like anything else.
I know.
It was in the series of Who Killed WCW. So go back and watch that series, especially as we get ready to see this Vince McMahon series. And we got an interview dropping soon with fucking Vince Russo,
Russo. And he talked about Vince in the documentary. I mean, in our interview with Vince Russo.
If you think we be on some bullshit, go check that interview and hot tags. And go see the level of legendary that's here, right? And if you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? But Eric Bischoff, Vince Russo's getting at it. Obviously, maybe you haven't seen Bret Hart, Sid Vicious. You got Marty Jannetty. You've got Bill Brown. You got The Godfather. You got Kurt Angle.
Booker T, Raven, Rob Van Dam, Tugboat, Ted DiBiase, IRS, Haku. I mean, Jacqueline, Samantha Irvin, Trick Williams,
Mark
Samoa
Henry.
Joe, Keith Lee. Like we got Chris Masters, Gilbert.
It's a movie. So go to the playlist. Go on our YouTube. Go to the playlist. There's two different playlists. Hot tags.
The last interview a few weeks before the passing of Sid was on this podcast. Sid Vicious is on.
That's the one that went viral. He don't even do very many interviews. But
Carlito, Savio Vega, like it goes on and on and on and on. Soraya, aka Paige, like we it's a lot.
Don't say I hope you can swim, Adam JP, because I don't want to be nervous because we got gators down here. So when it get flooding, nigga,
that water is serious, Bruce.
Yeah,
water is the most dangerous thing on earth. It's the softest thing on earth, but that's why Bruce Lee said, "Be like water, be soft, but be able to." You know what I'm saying?
Also, water always takes the form to whatever it's. You know what I'm saying?
Path of least resistance. Path of least resistance.
So you know what I'm saying? A lot of you dropping bars. Bruce Lee battle rapped. He will probably be on some luck shit because we'll probably catch the rest later. You get it later, dummy. You know what I mean? That was on that luck shit. You know what I mean? And hopefully, if it were to ever happen, you know, maybe like DNA were to pop back out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Lux would like step up to the plate and prove
DNA is popping back out next year, dog. I'm calling it now. He ain't say nothing to me. I just know he got the itch. Some people saying some things. We will see DNA on the stage next year.
I'll just say this. I hope we don't. And I don't mean that in no negative way. I mean, I want when we see DNA to pop out, right? I want it to be the glitz, the glamour, because I've watched this man hustle and evolve. I'm not saying nothing negative, but everyone
you know what you want? You know what you want? I'm gonna tell you what you want. We're gonna get back to NXT and breeze through this real quick because we're supposed to be out of here. You want him to get the Cody Rhodes treatment.
Oh, DNA?
Yeah.
No, I want him to get the fucking Roman Reigns treatment. You know what I mean? I want to see a
Reigns
Lux
ain't
battle. I want to
retired.
see a.
I'm talking about somebody coming back to something that they stepped away from.
Oh, yeah. In that regard, yeah. In that regard, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I've watched DNA hustle, and I will argue somebody down cold turkey with facts. Show me another who has done. And when people talk about the words transcend, I can say DNA has transcended battle rap. Someone might say, nah, they'll say some dumb shit like, okay, let's talk then. And put your money where your mouth is. Because I can do, and I'm not sponsored by DNA in a way where he put me up. Like I can just off the top of my head, like I can do it. Because my favorite version of him was No Gun Bar DNA. So we can talk about the power.
For
We can
those who
talk about
don't know,
ESPN.
our co-host and podcast chief DNA, he is a well-established battle rapper, musician, writer, overall creator, producer, and his before this, and while doing it, he was, top tier in what he did in the battle rap world. So
Yeah, he's been on BET twice. Matter
but
of
he's
fact,
on BET, he's on ESPN, he's on current TV shows. Like he's done a lot. So for
yeah.
those who
So
don't know,
and shout out to everyone else who's starting to make moves and making moves. But also, I want to put this plug in October 13th in New Jersey. No Mercy card, a battle rap card with. If you're not into battle rap, you're like, I don't know. Let me tell you something. You got some of the most premier battle rappers coming to this event. This is the event that if you want to find out about battle rap, don't try this first if you're a wrestling fan. Secondly, you have wrestlers on this card. AJ Francis. Y'all don't know who Top Dollar? Man, y'all. Okay.
he said he had the
And go
best
check
year
out one of
ever
his
in wrestling
freestyles.
recently. I was like, I could agree.
And go check out one of his freestyles. Yo, he can rap. There's no questions asked. Like he's not no gimmicky. Like when the New Day had the Wale thing in the ring.
And if you are
Versus
into battle rap, Chess, Tay Rock, The Saga,
y'all
Cortez,
pulling up to the event.
Lady
Bando, I'm gonna be
Culture.
honest. I was initially saying yes. I even told my homeboy, but with this hurricane situation, I might have to allocate funds elsewhere. I may not, but the goal right now is because once this passed, I'm immediately look at flights for getting up there for that card. So who
I
I
think
got on
if
that
no
card?
severe damage or flooding, you should be good because it's like 3 weeks out.
Right.
So,
I agree with you. I
I
agree
gotta
with you.
get this
The only
flight
thing is
booked.
I'm just nervous if I gotta because I'm gonna go to the Carolinas. I got my homeboy staying in the Carolinas. I can stay with him. And then if I gotta
Hey,
continue
North
going,
Carolina. Hey, Charlotte,
I'm on
baby.
a yeah. I got
LT.
people like all around the country. Like I'm very good with people. You know what I mean? People love me or they hate me. There's no in between. So I'm not worried about that.
When you in
I just
North
want to make sure.
Carolina, you gotta go to Cookout. All right.
Mhm.
You like burgers. Tell them you eat onion rings.
I do. I
Tell
fuck
them
an
you want
onion
a
ring up.
big
I
double
eat gizzards.
tray,
Oh
club
no.
style, with onion rings and white cheddar cheese bites, and get you a milkshake. They got like 50
Bando,
flavors
hold
of.
on, Bando. You need it? You need into the event on October 13th?
Hit me up.
All you gotta say is a word, brother. All we need to know is you're in the vicinity, and then you can hit up Archie, you can hit up me, you can hit up DNA, you
Hit
can hit
me
up
up at
Gamaj, even or
you see my name at the Archie Carter. Hit me on Instagram. Let me know. It's an open
Ooh,
invite. Look, if you
yeah.
watch this, if you one of our people who tune into this, you have the invite. It's a private event, exclusive event. You can't buy tickets to this. It's like
I'm gonna say
invite
yeah. I'm
only.
gonna pull up, bro. I need to go because I'm from Jersey, so I
Oh,
get to go home and I get to catch an event, and then I fly back. The only thing is, yo, you seen them
Banana,
pictures, bro? You
Banana
seen them
King,
pictures I sent you, right?
Jersey.
Shit just got epic level today.
Is there anything I need to check out in Jersey while I'm in Jersey? Not really.
Yeah, every diner.
Nah, I ain't no diner food.
Diners, the pizza. What? You don't like diner food?
I lived in Jersey and it was.
You don't like diner food? Disco fries? That's the gravy with the cheese on the joints?
You talking about poutine?
Ooh, sure,
That's a
call it whatever.
Canadian thing. It's a Canadian thing. It's French fries with gravy. Yeah, but
Yeah, they call it disco fries in Jersey, you know what I mean? Yo, you don't fuck with the pork roll, the Taylor ham, either or, you know. But
Nah, bro. Hey, me in, no sir. Nah.
What you mean?
Mm-mm.
It's just so good.
Yeah, nah. That's why
We'll
we
buy you
different.
one if you come out. You pop out and we'll put it on a bagel for you because I think you might be part-time bougie. So we're gonna put it on a bagel for you with the egg and the cheese. That shit. And we're gonna throw that bagel on the grill first.
Yeah,
What you
Bando, just hit me. Anybody hit me up at D Archie Carter on Instagram. Let me know who you are and that you got interest in the event. Like for
know who
real.
you are.
Yeah, NXT. What else
That's
happened?
right.
Wendy Chu and Rosemary got a win.
I was happy. They beat Carmen Petrovic and
Was it?
Brinley Reese.
Yeah.
And
Then
Brinley
we
Reese.
seen
And the reason why I
Hank
say
and
that,
Tank. Hank and Tank. That's would be the Good Brothers, right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about him yet, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Then Wesley and Pete Wentz went at it. They're gonna probably cook again.
All right, here's my problem with that, right? Their promo and shit be so corny. They be like over the top with it, which is
It's not
good
because
because
it's not who they are.
right, exactly, exactly where I'm going. Their matches be fire, but it's like, bro, y'all is too like. I almost rather just see one of them be extra cocky and be like, bro, why are you talking to me? Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Everything doesn't have to be.
Wesley is not a good Wesley.
Is not a good look. It doesn't do much. You know what I'm saying? For me to see it, and I'm just like, whatever, man. Just wrestle. And he gets in the ring and
Oh,
he
our boy Trick Williams. You know, he had a little backstage interaction with CM Punk. Punk told him he
yeah, he
deserved a
did.
fair match. And they shook on it. So we're gonna see what happens
That
with the
just means
Trick Williams signing.
he's gonna get his head rocked because something's gonna happen. My thing is, does Drew McIntyre make an appearance?
That'd be fire. Now that
You
would
know
be
what I mean?
fire. If Drew came and took out Punk, and then they had to get a new ref, and
A
Ethan
new
Page
ref
cheated some
during
kind of
that
way.
time. Something happened with Trick Williams where he got the pin, but Drew done took out. So now Trick got beef with Drew, and he might pop up on a Raw to call. Like, I don't know. I don't
That'd
know.
be fire. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much NXT. Good show. A lot of gum bumping, a lot of foreshadowing, and
I done
yeah.
drank too
So
much liquor. I know I got to be up at 4.
normally
Fuck.
we would be telling y'all about the double ups tomorrow. We had
No, no, no,
Mark.
no, no, no. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. Hold me to it, y'all. Before this storm come in, y'all should still get Mark Henry. I'll say that one. I'll say that. You should still. You might get it late, but I promise you get Mark
Dropping a
Henry.
sexual chocolate double up the day the Vince McMahon
Yeah,
doc come out is
yeah,
nasty.
yeah. That's yeah. But I definitely my people might say like, oh, some things I haven't noticed. My schedule got hectic, and the unfortunate part is I do a lot of the editing, so
He's the
it's kind of
producer,
fucked up
folks.
the rhythm. It's kind of fucked up the rhythm. We're trying to get it back, y'all.
Nah, we
Um,
good. Like I said, and I had dealt with the hurricane a few weeks ago, so that threw me off a lot. So
yeah, you by South Jersey, Mac. You live by Philly. I know your area code because I'm North Jersey. But
he Broad Street.
y'all,
He out here. That weird
no,
double
I ain't no
bridge in
Broad
Philly.
Street, Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm closer to Newark and Elizabeth. I was by where you were at. You know what I'm saying? You can take the
Elizabeth,
59
baby.
to
Was off the
Dunellen.
1 and 9, baby. Linden, between Linden and Elizabeth and
Yo, Adam JP, I call it both because when I'm trying to explain it to people, I have to use both terms in case people are not familiar with the other one.
what?
But
Both.
I got to remember when I was 18, what did I call it? I think I called it pork. But when you go into suburban neighborhoods, they'd be like Taylor ham. Fucking funny motherfuckers. But that's just the way it is.
I gotta hit the bodega, holler at Poppy in there while I'm in New York.
Oh my God. Jersey probably got the best bodegas on the motherfucking planet, bro.
When I lived in
Real shit.
Jersey, I didn't have to leave the neighborhood for anything. That was the beauty of it. I didn't have to leave the
Yo,
neighborhood.
I can't wait.
I
I'm
didn't have
going
to leave the
home.
neighborhood for nothing, son. You hear me? But I had to get out of Elizabeth.
I hear it coming out. I hear it coming out. You just believe
I
it.
was in Chatham. I like the oranges. I like Bayonne. I like Garfield. That was I was around. I was
Mm.
moving and
You went to
shaking in Jersey.
Garfield?
I was moving and shaking in Jersey.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie though.
Had to catch the
I'm in
ferry to
Florida.
Staten Island. Yeah. Then go over to Manhattan.
Woo. I'm gonna say this. October 13th, definitely holla. If you're gonna be in the vicinity, this is a no miss card. If you watch Rocks, if you go back to Gnome, Rock had that. If you smell with the Rock, boom. And now you telling him he gonna do a wrestling bar card?
Or you go
Chess.
back to last year's where it was same thing. This is another year of doing the No Mercy. Last year, it was fire. Z the Dropout, one of our hosts and partners on here, had a crazy bar where he did a Shawn Michaels flip and actually did a kip up in the middle of the match. It was crazy. So
I'm sorry. It's Z versus Cortez. If they battle rap, even though Z is our counterpart, and it was just straight
you know what
bars,
we need to
3.5
do? We
minutes.
need to do a card breakdown and some predictions.
Let's say we do it. Fuck it.
Once the storm
Yeah,
passed, once the storm
let's
passed.
storm pass.
As you can
Facts,
tell, we
facts, facts.
wrestling fans through and through. HP's gonna try to get that up, Mark Henry thing up.
Yeah.
Mark Henry
It might be
interview
late, y'all, but we
with
got,
the
you know what I'm saying?
Mark Henry interview this Sunday.
Sunday.
Plus, we covering this Vince McMahon thing. We got to figure out when. It's gonna be tomorrow sometime. We got to figure out how we doing it because I'm not sure if it's an episodic weekly thing or they dropping the whole 6-pack on us.
You heard two different things now. I heard they're dropping a whole 6-pack, which means I got to call out of work Thursday. And
Calling out of work to watch
hey,
Vince McMahon stories is crazy.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, catch me on the game and game of the game. Then Friday we'll be back for the SmackDown recap. But I think that's it. This was a good show. I like when we have actual wrestling conversations in the midst of the show. But yeah, that's all we got for the night. I'm actually about to go to the gym. So
Hey, shout out to Archie for everybody out there. Make sure you're choosing healthier habits, man. And I'm gonna salute you, Archie. Keep it going. My fat ass has stopped. So
yeah,
I
you
gotta get
trying to
it
feed
pumping
me
again.
pork rolls and bacon, eggs, and cheeses and take me on a diner tour
Ever
of New
since I got this
Jersey?
new job,
You
they
trying
call
to
me
take me
bougie
on
because they were like,
you trying to be Guy Fieri, diners, drives, and
"Yo,
dive-ins.
it's funny. You know the job? I sent you the picture. Like, hey, you want some company T-shirts? T-shirts? I don't wear T-shirts for y'all. Like, I pop up in a collared shirt. We're different. We're different. I'm going to
Yeah, so
establish my look and my trade from day one. Right? Funny
I'm
part,
not gonna blow his spot
pork
up, but I was
roll.
in the gym last night, man. One of my favorite wrestlers was in there. Yeah, I ain't gonna blow him up though.
Adam JP, we coming to Jersey October 13th.
Yeah.
Mac, we see you in the chat. Vinny, you already good. You already know. And shout out to those who watch that show from. But I can't really plug it like that on here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch you said the first episode out, huh?
Yeah, the first episode of season 3 is out. Oh,
I might watch that
there
while
go.
I'm at the gym. Give me something to do while I'm killing myself on the treadmill.
Don't call me because I gotta be up at 4, and I'm sipping. I'm tripping.
Sipping on some scissors.
Definitely, definitely salute to Archie. I'm trying to get myself. Yeah, facts. We're gonna keep Archie going on this goal. I'm supposed to be doing this and documenting, taking video and whatever, because my homeboy is still waiting on his WWE tryout. Like, we supposed to go do this shit in a year's time, which is like 11 months now
You better
left.
get it before they move the PC to Vegas.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
King
So we'll
HP
see
versus
how that
Over
goes.
Femi.
Yo, just don't chop me.
Who would be your dream NXT debut match? Then we're gonna get out of here. If you had one match to make a debut in NXT, who you wrestling?
Jada Parker.
All right, it's been real. We're gonna catch y'all tomorrow when we hear the tales of Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I got a real one though.
Hope this
But
week is good to you and good for you. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. HP, yeah, and we come into New York, New Jersey, October 13th. DNA's putting on this event. It's invite only, super exclusive, super private. If you want to be in the building, hit me up at the Archie Card on Instagram, or you can always hit the link. Rap Grid is a It's a 20-piece. You getting Tay-Rock, Chess, Lady Caution, Cortez, AJ Francis, D the Dropout, King HP, DNA, D.R.C. Carter, and it's gonna be a great card if you're a battle rap fan. 20 for that. Come on.
If you're not a battle rap fan, I'm telling you, if you're a wrestling fan, this is the card. Yes, this is the yes. Yes.
So you and Vinny, y'all tagging against the Yamily? I'm with it.
Hold on, Daddy. Message me. We could do a. Yo, I'm gonna do this. If we get enough subscribers, because I know we're behind on some of the content. I know, but that's my fault because I started this new job. They fucked up. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I was supposed to say that.
And hurricanes, nature.
Yeah. But anyway, it's taking a lot of my time more than I wanted. But I still owe y'all. That's why I said that Mark Henry is the double up. Like, let me at least get that Mark Henry to him. But I will say this: if you get the $10 tier, I'm gonna start doing it to where I give it a handle out and we go on conference calls. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We need an HP story too. Oh shit.
We ain't had an HP story. Hey, that's worth the price of admission itself. You heard me? Nothing like a good HP story.
It is. It is.
But we ain't got time tonight. We ain't got time tonight.
Oh, you don't? Okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta get up at 4. I'm tripping.
Like I said, I'm about to hit the gym.
But I'll do it.
So we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna. How about we might get one tomorrow during the Vince McMahon recap of the Vince McMahon. What's the name of this documentary? I don't even know. Vince did some shit. That should be the name.
He's in the poster where he's pulling the strings and shit.
That poster crazy too.
It is. It is. It makes me all the way want to see all this shit.
You think we're gonna find out stuff about? Huh?
We're gonna find out things we didn't know about. I feel it.
Damn, they shit on the whole family.
Yeah, and that's another.
They shit on the whole family.
Like Stephanie, cool because she could change her name to Levette. But Shane, fuck.
Stephanie McMahon. You know how Steve Urkel, Jaleel White is Steve Urkel? Stephanie McMahon is Stephanie McMahon. I don't care what she changed her name to.
So in tonight's tag team match, oh, you didn't know? The world tag team champions of Vince McMahon and Diddy the Diddler Combs.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
them boys come out with a finishing move.
Time to go.
What would their finishing move be?
It's time to go.
Get the sisters.
It's time to go.
Spread a dude leg open. My man Diddy come off the top rope with it. So yeah, that's what it would be, bro. Anyway, somewhere Ron Simmons is saying, damn, yeah, facts.
He's saying more than damn. He going Florida Evans. Damn.
Vince was on some wild shit. When you read them texts old girl put out, bro, I'm not gonna repeat that shit.
Vince and his crew. It wasn't just him. It was a gang of them.
It was a gang of them.
It wasn't just Vince. That's the thing people missing. It wasn't just Vince. So we'll see.
You got 10 minutes? Oh no, you said you got to go to the gym.
No, what's up? I pop up.
Say, yo, y'all jump into $10 memberships. I'm gonna put my thing in the thing. We could talk for like 10, 20 minutes. Because I'm so used to Raw. Raw would already just gone off, and I don't go to bed till midnight. Then I get up at 4, so I still got about 40 minutes. You think I would catch up on sleep?
Can't catch up on sleep. When it's gone, bro.
It's gone. But I be like, I'm so used to the schedule, like.
So, but I'm good. Yeah, I don't know how to get in the chat. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So.
You don't know how to get in the chat. That's why I'm like, yo, we can do it. We can do it with. Oh, I don't want to show that because.
I might need to start a Telegram. Phone. That'll be fire too.
No, you don't. Telegram just sounds old. You sound like the inventor of the light bulb.
Nah, bro. Telegram is.
Telegram?
Bro, that's what the kids on Telegram.
No, they're not. Yo, hey, check this out, chat.
I'm telling you.
Tell us if you know somebody with a Telegram.
All right, you missing out.
If they say we need Telegram, I'm gonna be shocked.
Telegram.
Y'all need a Discord.
Telegram.
That's not the first time I heard that.
Nah, I ain't run no Discord, dog. HP got enough to do.
My schedule just changed. I work from 6 to 5.
Unless one of y'all want to do it. We got any tributes? Any volunteers? Shout out to Rue. Rest in peace to Rue. Hunger Game. Any tributes? Any volunteers?
Daddy, you got a Telegram? Telegram.
Telegram is where it's at. It's easy to navigate, simple. It's unencrypted, so HP, you could say and do what you want if you wanted to. But
like that.
You would.
And also a WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp.
That's a lot. It's too much. Remember when all you had was a phone? That's it.
I used to have a rotary phone too, because my grandma's
email address. An email address was a lot back in the day, but see, that's when they introduced us to the BlackBerry, the best phone ever. BlackBerry with the side scroll. I'm gonna die on that hill right there. That's it. But I gotta go to the gym. I got an hour worth of cardio waiting on me. HP gotta get some sleep. He about to take to the chat. When I get to the gym, I'm gonna try to find a way into the chat. If not, we appreciate y'all tapping in. Again, I hope this week is good to you and good for you. We will see y'all tomorrow sometime once we figure out this scheduling with this Vince McMahon thing. And this Attitude Era podcast. I'm D. Archie Carter. That's King HP. And we'll see y'all later. Peace.